Hi guys, I just wanted to pop in for another quick video. This is going to go in the product tools or technique section, even though I'm not really doing any sort of product comparison. This is more of just kind of like a hack, I guess. But anyway, I had in my stash this rainbow puffy 3D paint set, and there's 12 different paints in it, and my daughter and I have used it to do socks and shirts and stuff like that. We've just had a lot of fun with it. But at any rate, I had it in my stash, and I was like, I wonder where this can fit in this whole carding thing that I do. So I decided to play around with it, and this is what I've come up with. So as you can see, I've kind of tried to use them as I would Nuvo drops. I do not have any Nuvo drops. I've never tried Nuvo drops. I hear wonderful things about them, but I just haven't spent the money on them. So I thought, well, what do I got to lose? Now these pieces right here that are smeared, that is because me and my clumsiness, when I went to go put it down, dropped, and I have that exact same pattern on the shirt that I'm wearing. And I wonder why I don't have any nice clothes, but it came right out. Praise the Lord on that one. So at any rate, I wanted you to kind of see. I'm going to tilt it a little bit and see, like you can kind of see that there is dimension with this, and these are dry. Now I did this about 6 hours ago and just let it dry, and it works. I mean, you can use these for dimension. However, I did want to point out something. Over here, this is a reactive ink. It's the Hero Arts Festiva Red that they came out with in one of their monthly things, and I noticed, because the first time I did it on this card. It is cute. I just love my car. Just loved it. But at any rate, I decided to use the white. Now I've got the pink out, but I used the white, and I noticed that as it was drying, it didn't dry white. It picked up the color that was underneath it. Now in this instance, that still works. I think that it's a beautiful card, and I kind of like the unexpected result. But then I got curious. So I did these on white, and then I used the same pink Fiesta reactive ink. I just took the paper and dabbed it into the ink pad. And then over here I used Stampin' Up's Perfect Plum, and did the same thing, just dab the paper into it, because this is not a reactive ink, and I was curious at this point, will the Nuvo drops behave the same way on non-reactive ink, or not Nuvo drops, will the Puff Paint act the same on non-reactive ink as it does on reactive ink? And as you can see, this was white. This is what the white looks like when it's not interacting with anything. And it did take on a little bit of a purple. I just can't even get good light. A little bit of the purple. And then the blue took on, at one point when it was drying, it looked like it was going to have a purple ring around it, but it doesn't anymore. The yellow doesn't seem to be affected. So I don't know what to say about that. Over here you can kind of see, again, dropped it so it smeared, but this took on a little bit of the red. The yellow has a little hue of orange around it. This has a little hue of purple. So I am going to say to err on the side of caution that these will probably, to some degree, take on a color variation based on the ink that you put it on top of, whether it's a reactive ink or dye ink. However, it doesn't really bother me. What it does tell me is that unless I'm putting it on white or I want it to be discolored, I'm not going to use the white. But the blue and the yellow and the purple, on even the ones that do react, that's not bothering me. So I thought that I'd show you. It's just as simple. And, you know, you get these, you clip off the end, and then it's just a, whoops, goes right on out. And then you can just kind of give it a little bit of a tap. You see that? It just melts. Just a little bubble. Some of these I didn't tap so that it's pointed, but you have your choice. The blue one was runny. I don't know. That was the only one that I had an issue of, that the paint itself was just runny, and it was that way on every place that I used it. So at any rate, there is a possibility for you if you have puff paint in your home and it's not going to cost you a cent. Put it on a card or try other places to use it. It's been a lot of fun, and until I get around to buying some puff paint, or not puff paint, no, I'm doing that, until I get around to buying some Nuvo drops or any of the other ones, I'm just going to use the puff paint for right now. So I hope you enjoyed this quick video, and I'll see you the next time. Bye.